Hello everybody, Xekaz here today with Prude Dude Poplawski, a friend of mine, IRL. Together we are going to play the Stanley Parable.
Stanley, god damn it, Stanley.
Stanley Parable.
Stanley Parable.
Okay. The Stanley Parable pull.
Parable. Hey, say it with me now. Parable.
Parabobly.
Alright,
Anyway, I am using the keyboard and he is going to control the mouse. So this is going to be a fun adventure for all of us today, including all of you guys. So let's begin the game. Let's begin the game, sir.
Teamwork? Oh, sorry. Okay. Oh, look at the mouse. Look at the mouse. Dude. Oh. Whoa. Okay, let's play the game.
Infinity.
Okay.
We are not allowed to talk.
Never the end is never.
The end is never.
The end is never the end.
Is loading. The end is loading.
The end.
That's a trick.
Is never the end.
Oh, okay.
Is loading. Yeah.
The rule here is we don't want to talk during the narrator, just so.
We'll try not to. Or we might overlap there. We'll
if it happens, it happens.
If it happens, it happens. Fuck you.
Actually, guys, what we are doing tonight, it is actually, let me see what time it is. It is 11:37 almost, and we were actually trying to record Amnesia, the pig factory.
Well, you don't want to explain what we're doing.
And it actually didn't work out. Issues with Steam, so we're gonna do the Stanley Parable. Either way, it's awesome. So,
okay, yeah.
We're gonna sit through this loading screen. I hope you guys love this. It's like this is like the best part of the game, so the reviews say. Like this loading screen. I mean, this is beautiful right here.
What if this whole game was just a big, fat loading screen?
I would play it. I would buy it for $15.99 and play it on Steam for $15.99.
Okay, here we go.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him.
And he probably gets paid $12 an hour,
telling him what buttons to push.
Just for doing what we're all seeing right now.
And in what order.
Press J.
This is what employee 427 did
press M.
every day of
$12
of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-lifting, Stanley
it's an office job. How much
every
does office job
moment
pay? Well, even so, minimum wage for doing that. You could be Netflixing. You could be. I keep talking while the narrator's going. Sorry, guys. He's on an adventure at the end. That's
something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this complete isolation.
Oh, what happened?
You skipped it!
I didn't press anything. What happened?
Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay, go. Ooh,
Employee 427.
427! Okay, what do we got here?
Hey!
Hey, what? No, I'm
out.
Where
are you guys?
I'm out.
Gone.
Hello!
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Is that really what Stanley would sound like? I don't think so.
Hello?
He works at a job where he presses a button. Do you really think he's charismatic enough to just talk like that?
Hello? Is anybody there? I'm quite worried I am.
Okay, it's not even that. He's not even suave enough.
Hey, look at that door. Look at the other door. Other door. No, yeah. 420. Blades it up.
What? Okay, for those of you who don't know, I am, well, as the name says it, I am a prude. So, yeah, oh, sorry. Okay, don't move, stop.
Of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, let's go.
We'll go through the left door. Oh, the door closed behind us.
Oh, shit, no! Ooh, painting. Or photography.
Oh, wait. Is there a door? Okay, never mind. Never mind. I'm
Wait. Or 11. Ah, the opposite.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Tips for not getting
Feeling
fired.
a wave of
Talk
disbelief,
less.
Stanley decided to go up to
Unbelievably
his
amazing
boss's
work.
office,
All day.
hoping he might find an answer
well,
there.
screw
How to solve a dispute?
I don't care.
Oh, fucking hell. Alright.
Okay, open this door. And close it.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Don't you dare move.
You ever heard of the broom closet ending?
No.
I've never seen the
There was
actual
nothing
broom
here.
closet ending.
No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Don't you move.
Actually, can you go to options real quick?
Ah, fine.
Subtitles, video. Where is subtitles at? Okay, go back. Extras.
Audio.
Closed captioning.
Closed captioning.
Subtitles
Subtitles.
only. All right, cool.
What do we sub? Okay. Back.
All right, guys. Just so you guys can read. I completely forgot.
Because
It was baffling that Stanley was
yeah. See,
still
we're
just
going
sitting
to
in the
talk
broom
over him,
closet.
whether you like
He
it or
wasn't
not.
even
So.
doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
FA. What is FA? Press FA.
No, it's not a pressing
Are
thing. I don't know what it
really
is.
still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why?
Because I fucking
Please
feel
offer
like
me
it.
some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
All right, let's go.
No, we're staying.
I don't want to.
We're fucking staying.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
Well, why not? It's where everything happens.
Broom closet's where it's at, man. On a
To
Tuesday.
you, this is somehow its
Yeah.
own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
I've never seen that before. I've never seen that caption before, or the
Yeah.
narrative.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid.
Oh, fuck
He
you!
probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or the drug money.
Tell you that again.
Also, Stanley's addicted to drugs and hookers.
Whoa. Whoa.
There's no need for slander.
I've come to a very
hold the
definite
phone there.
conclusion about what's going on right now. You're
No
dead.
need for slander.
Wait,
Got
what?
to his
I'm
broom
dead?
closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like
Not
this,
really.
the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
Leave the room.
No.
Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. He or she has fallen prey to any
He or
number of
she.
your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species.
Well, this is the
Please
first
remove
LP.
their corpse from the
Soon to be
area
many more.
and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative
We're not leaving.
tropes in video
I
games.
can tell you right there, we're not
so
leaving.
that the
This is
irony
boring.
and insightful
I don't care.
commentary
We're
of
not
this
leaving.
game
Click on the
is
door real
not
quick.
lost on them.
I want to see what happens.
All right. When you've done that, just step out into the
Dumbass.
hallway.
No! God damn it! God fuck it, we're gonna die now!
Stanley walked upstairs to
Damn it!
his boss's office.
He's in upstairs! Where are we going?
You don't have to follow this guy.
Don't God damn it, fucking
My fans,
No!
Some of my fans might have epilepsy. Why are you doing this to them?
Where do we go?
Stanley just couldn't do it. He
Aw,
considered
man, I
the
remember
possibility
this.
of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
Whoever had
Well, how do you... The lights are on!
Blinking
Left the
mysteriously
lights
out of
on.
existence in a single moment for no reason at all.
Can you
None
sprint?
of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did
shit.
doors close automatically
fuck.
behind him when he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar.
Yeah,
Were they
they
simply
can.
repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion
It's not
that
real.
had been
They're
on
all
the
the same,
tip
aren't
of his
they?
tongue. He just hadn't found the words for
Okay,
it.
we just fucking passed that!
Dreaming! He yelled. This is all a dream.
We passed this room like 8 times.
To have finally found an answer, an explanation.
Okay. Hold on. Stop.
He
It
wasn't
doesn't
good at
change.
his
A,
job.
B.
He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid.
Some parts
So,
are
he
awesome.
imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Oh, shit.
Then he imagined
Oh,
himself
fuck.
soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared.
Oh, wow.
It was so much fun,
That's
and
pretty.
Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid?
No?
And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner.
And what would that be?
Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
Holy shit!
Now the voice was describing itself.
Breaking
being
the fourth
considered
wall
by
here.
Stanley, who found it particularly strange.
Third or fourth wall? Third wall.
Voice describing me.
Third wall.
Thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought.
Oh, true.
And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take
How
responsibility
the hell
for
is
his
he...
life? Stanley is as awake right now
Is that a window?
as
What
he's
is
ever
that?
been in his life.
Elevator.
Fuck
Now,
damn
hearing
it,
the voice
Stanley.
speak these words was quite a shock to
Why
Stanley.
you blame Stanley
After
for
all,
this?
he knew for certain, beyond a doubt,
Look at the shading!
that this was in
He
fact a
did-
dream.
he did what he was
If the voice
told
could
and
see
go
him
upstairs
float
like he
and
was
make the
asked to.
magical stars
This
just
wouldn't
a moment
happen,
ago,
would it?
How else would the
Stanley
voice
is
explain all that?
very,
This voice was a part of
purely,
himself too. Surely, if he could just...
Disobedient.
He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control,
Yeah.
that this was a dream.
Yeah.
So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back,
Nice.
the fresh air of a world outside this
I wish I
world.
had like a can of Coke to just like.
Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my
That's
job.
nice.
All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been.
He wants his job back.
My life is normal.
Good.
I am normal.
Good.
Everything will be fine.
That's nice. I like that.
I am okay. Stanley began. Me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just
Oh,
someone
she's going
tell me
red.
I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice?
Who am I? Who am I?
And everything went black.
Whoop. I don't know that.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Who the hell's Mariella? What kind of fucking name is Mariella?
This is the story of Mariella. He'll tell you.
She
Alright, fine,
rose,
fine, fine.
got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted
shit,
by
is
the
that
body of a
Stanley?
man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself.
I guess so,
Then
huh?
collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although
I
she
like
would
that
soon
mic,
turn
huh?
to go call for an
Like-
ambulance,
like that-
for
like
just
that
a few
Mike's
brief
peach.
moments, she considered
Sponsor
the
me.
strange man.
Yeah.
He was obviously crazy.
It tastes like rubbing alcohol at the end of the
Everyone
bottle.
knows what crazy is.
It just like got the taste of rubbing
Thought to herself
alcohol.
How lucky she
So, like,
was
ugh.
to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I
tastes
know
like
what
rubbing
is
alcohol.
real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a